Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, My Intuition. Myself, Dr. Prasad Prothilam. This is the question answer, possible question answers discussion on question answers, and reached to module 3, part 1 of module 3, means starting of module 3. Okay, question number 1, actually it's question number 27. Here for module 3 it is question number 1. Explain the architecture of the lungs and purification system. Discuss the different parts of respiratory system and their role in filtering harmful substances and facilitating gas exchange. Okay, so this can be connected to course outcome 1 with a level of 3. Question can be considered as a revised Bloom's taxonomy level 3. Now lungs it can act as a purifier, purifying the air by removing harmful substances and adding oxygen to the bloodstream. Okay, so we know that there are so many filtration systems with that we engineers developed. We in our system, body system, we have a purifier, that is our lung. The from starting from the nostril to till the lung, and how that carbon dioxide comes out, that working concept, at least every engineer should know, even though they have not studied biology subject in their previous academic syllabus, then at least you should know how it works. So there are the process of purification of lungs, it can be described into filtration, moisturization and gas exchange. Filtration means all the filtration, dust particle filtration or whatever it may be. So nose and the mouth, which serve as the first line of defense against the harmful substances in air such as dust, dirt and bacteria. So we know usually we should breathe through nose, but certain conditions we have to breathe through mouth also. Okay, so both mouth as well as our nose, it has got its own defense mechanism which will either filter, block the passage of dust or dirt to the lung system. Okay, so the tiny hairs in the nose called cilia and the mucus produced by the respiratory system, it will trap these substances and prevent them from entering the lungs. So we know our nose always it is wet, there is a mucus is produced, a liquid substance is always semi-liquid substance, actually it is getting produced in our nose, actually that is there to so that when the dust particle goes there, it will stick there, and it can spit it out, or we can remove it out. Now moisturization, the air is also humidified as it passes over the moist lining of the respiratory tract, which helps to keep the airway moist and prevent them from drying out. Okay, so moisturizing is also takes place even though if you breathe through nose or even through mouth also. Then gas exchange, that is the main important thing that is required. The other thing also required, but when we say about the important thing, important question, so important point, here it is once the air reaches the alveoli. Alveoli is a small, very small ball type structures present inside the lung. Millions of alveoli are there, where the oxygen diffuses across the thin alveolar and capillary walls into the bloodstream, and carbon dioxide diffuses in the opposite direction from the bloodstream into the alveoli to be exhaled. Okay, so this process ensures that the bloodstream is supplied with fresh oxygen rich air while the waste carbon dioxide is removed from the body. Now, architecture of lung as a purification system. When we say the architecture, means when we tell about the different parts of the lung purification system, it consists of trachea, bronchioles, and alveoli. Okay, so alveoli is given at the end. Okay, so trachea it is the main airway that leads from the voice box of the to the lungs. Okay, from here to the passage, that is called as trachea. It is lined with cilia, mucus secreting glands, which help to filter out the harmful substances and trap them in the mucus. Bronchi, there are two main bronchi, one for each lung. Each bronchi are larger airways that continues to branch into smaller airways called bronchioles. Okay, so bronchium is here to near to that lung. There it is. We call it as the bronchiole. Bronchiole is even the smaller passageways. It eventually lead to the alveoli. Finally, it reaches to that ball-shaped structures, which is called as alveoli. In the alveoli, that gas exchange takes place. Alveoli, it will pushes the oxygen to the bloodstream and takes the carbon dioxide from the bloodstream. So exchange takes place with the bloodstream present near to that. Now describe the gas exchange mechanism in the lung, discuss the process of oxygen diffusion into the bloodstream and carbon dioxide diffusion out of the bloodstream in the alveoli. So same thing I explained. Okay, so given the notes is given. So the gas exchange mechanism in the lung, it involves the transfer of oxygen from air to the alveoli to the bloodstream and the transfer of carbon dioxide from the bloodstream to the air in the alveoli. The process is known as diffusion and occurs due to differences in partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen diffusion, the partial pressure of oxygen in the air in the alveoli is higher than the partial pressure of oxygen in the bloodstream. Okay, why that gas exchange takes place? That is explained here with the partial pressure. Partial pressure of oxygen in the air, it is in the alveoli is higher than the partial pressure of oxygen in the bloodstream. Therefore, oxygen penetrates, oxygen goes to the bloodstream. In the same way, the carbon dioxide partial pressure is lower, therefore it come back to the alveoli. Okay, so here one more point is given, which we heard, oxyhemoglobin. The oxygen mixes to the bloodstream, but it binds to the hemoglobin in the red blood cell to form a oxyhemoglobin. Okay, next question. Discuss the principle and working of spirometry as a diagnostic test for evaluating lung function. Explain how spirometry results can be interpreted and used in the diagnosis of lung conditions. Okay, spirometry, it is a test. It's a machine which is used to check the air. Okay, the capacity of our lung to hold. I'm sorry. I'm sorry once again. Nobody is nearby. Only a camera through that. No virus cannot come. It is some dust allergy here outside. Some construction works are going on. Okay. Okay, so the test is commonly used to diagnose lung conditions such as asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases, COPD, and interstitial lung diseases. The principle behind spirometry to measure the volume of air that can be exhaled from the lung in a given time of period and measuring the volume of air exhaled. Spirometry, it can provide information about the functioning of lung and the ability of lung to move air in the in and out. How it works? It is performed using a device called a spirometer. Consists of a mouthpiece, a flow sensor, and a volume sensor. Means we need to blow air. We need to blow air to that. So the patient is asked to exhale as much air as possible into the spirometer, and the spirometer measure the volume and flow rate of the exhaled air. The volume of air exhaled is displayed on a graph called flow volume loop, which provides information about the functioning of lung. Okay. So interpretation of the results of spirometry can be used to determine whether lung functioning normally or to have any lung disease, lung conditions are there or not. All the other conditions related to lung can be understood with that. Now explain the concept of abnormal lung physiology, focusing on chronic, that is COPD as an example. Discuss the causes, symptoms, and treatment option for COPD. So abnormal lung physiology refers to any deviation from the normal functioning of the respiratory system. Other than normal functioning, we call it as COPD. It can be due to many factors like injuries or diseases, genetic conditions. Some of the names like asthma or chronic COPD only, pulmonary fibrosis, pneumonia, pulmonary embolism, lung cancer. All these are the some of the common example of abnormal lung physiology. So treatment for abnormal lung physiology depends upon underlying causes and may include medications, lifestyle changes, or surgery. Okay, so medication is very good option without very low cost method. That is medication. lifestyle changes that also it will be very useful as well as youngsters can follow us if you do the lifestyle changes during young age. It's very difficult to do, but once we get a little bit aged we can do that lifestyle changes. Yes, come on. Surgery, no, no, very very difficult, costly one, so if no other option then we have to go for surgery also. Okay, 31 question number. Yeah, even one image also I put because otherwise difficult to understand. So till now I didn't put much images. This image it looks very simple, that's why I kept, but also very much important. How the kidney, okay, from lung we are moving to the kidney. Okay, kidney is also very much important. Okay, too costly device of one of our costly device, it is kidney. Okay, so kidney it is a complex organ. It acts as a filtration for the body. It removes the waste and excess fluid from the bloodstream and maintain a delicate balance of electrolyte, hormones, and other substances that are critical for the body's normal functioning. So the kidney is composed of a functional unit called nephrons, which are the basic structure and functional unit of the kidney. Each kidney contains approximately 1 million nephron. What a number! 1 million, na? Okay, you have to remember. And each nephron performs the function of filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. Okay, Bowman's capsule, glomerulus. Glomerulus is this blood cells, blood passage. Bowman's capsule is this cup. Okay, this tube is called as proximal tubule, and this U shaped that is called loop of Henle, and this remaining part that is called distal tubule convoluted tubule, and this is the collecting duct. Okay, now the nephron consists of several key structures like the Bowman's capsule. So this is the Bowman's capsule which is surrounding the glomerulus. Okay, so Bowman's capsule, which is a cup-shaped structure which surrounds the glomerulus and filters waste and excess fluid from the bloodstream into the renal tube. Okay, it takes from that bloodstream, it takes the excess, uh, it filters the excess waste and fluid from the bloodstream. So glomerulus, it's a network of tiny blood vessel within the Bowman's capsule that filters waste and excess fluid from the bloodstream. That means this bloodstream it passes through this Bowman capsule. Bowman capsule, the valves and the bloodstream valves are such a way that exchange takes place there. Okay, so there is an exchange. Okay, okay, this is the game that I used to play when I was a kid. Okay, anyhow, exchange takes place. Okay, you didn't see that. Okay, so this one like this, where it is, like this, titch, tuck, titch, tuck, titch, tuck, titch, tuck. Okay, when we cannot concentrate for a long time, we used to do all this nonsense in class also. I need to complete this another question I need to complete. So continuously I am speaking. When I am continuously speaking also I am getting this disturbance. Okay, so so I can feel empathy on the students who sit in 1 hour continuous lecture. I never take continuous 1 hour lecture, maximum 10 minutes. Then I'll give a break. Loose talk, some loose talk in the sense not anything I can discuss. We make the students to relax. Then again continue one more topic discussion. Not only this subject, any other subject. I handle many different types of subjects. I'm a multidisciplinary person. Okay, now we'll continue with this because I was suddenly distracted, bored. That's why I use this talk. Okay, now we'll continue with this presentation. One more question, if it is there, I can stop the video and I can go home. Okay, so proximal convoluted tubule. So a segment of the renal tubule that reabsorbs important substances such as glucose, amino acid, and electrolyte back into the bloodstream. So I can say that glomerulus in the Bowman's capsule, it takes out everything other than blood. Everything it takes and out. Okay, that is inside that Bowman's capsule, and then slowly the remaining part of that nephron it will start. These and all we needed. Pick whatever we needed. So that proximal convoluted tubule it picks the amino acids, electrolytes, and it back to and put back to the bloodstream. Okay, so it somehow it will do. Okay, how the mechanism is not given here. Now loop of Henle. Loop of Henle, it's a U-shaped segment of the renal tubule that is critical for the reabsorption of ions and water. Then distal convoluted tubule, that is this one, this part. Distal convoluted tubule, it regulates the level of electrolyte and other important substance in the bloodstream, and finally collecting duct, any waste material, if it is there, that we call as the urine, part of urine, that will be collected, and it will be taken to the where, the bladder. Okay, urinary bladder. 32 32 32 needed. Okay, so 32, I got a call, I'll receive it later. Okay, I mean I'll call back. The mechanism of filtration, or question, explain the mechanism of filtration in the kidney, including steps involved in the formation of urine. Discuss the importance of filtration, reabsorption and secretion in maintaining the balance of fluid and electrolytes in the body. Okay, again the same mechanism of filtration only. Okay, the blood enters the kidney through renal arteries to the glomeruli. Glomeruli, the pressure on the blood vessel causes, one is not receiving, the other one called. Okay. In Bowman's capsule, filtrate is then transferred into renal tube, which are then filtered. Okay, it is given there, same thing. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. Some urgent call I received. Only two more lines I need to read and explain. This is no much complication, which is already explained. So thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. I got a call. Okay, I need to go. Thank you. Please be subscribe my YouTube channel. Ask me doubts if you want. My WhatsApp number, it is mentioned in this notes. You can see that where it is. Okay, where it is. It is given here, 797505485. You can contact me on over WhatsApp. You can ask doubts over WhatsApp. I will clear your doubts whenever possible. Thank you very much.